Hey guys, I thought we'd look at this stack function in Diva today. It's a way to get these warm fifth intervals. We can get pseudo chorus. Get really powerful octave intervals. Get these various one finger chords. Then we'll go on to look at how to get an interval without using the stack function. So if you want this sound Nature Documentary, and then 9 others like it, then they're all available for free at the moment in the link in the comments. So let's get into this first sound, Nature Documentary. So you can see down here the stack is set to 2. This sound initially would have had the stack set to 1. So I press one key, Diva throws one note back at me. With this stack, set it to 2. Now what happens is I play one note, Diva throws 2 notes back at me. I can take that all the way up to 6 notes, so you can get these really like beefy one finger chords, And you go to trimmers section and you can see that each layer of the stack can be tuned separately. So in this one, you can see in the display up there that it's set to 0, which means the root note. The note you play on the keyboard is the note that's thrown back at you. The second stack, or the second layer, it's set to +7 or +7 semitones, which gives you the perfect fifth. Really like that sound. There are quite a few of them in the Diva Drift pack, which this is the free version of. Now, sometimes you might want to get rid of the interval, because that fifth sort of clashes and adds it clashes with the scale that you're playing in, so it adds kind of a not tonal ambiguity, but it clashes with the scale that you're trying to achieve in your track. I really like it, but sometimes it's not what you need. So what we'll do is we'll take that back down to 1. Now, having lost the upper harmonics, what I might want to do is open up the filter just to kind of compensate a little bit. Once you're happy with the sound, you hit save. Diva will append the next full number, which is Nature Documentary 4, and then you just click on Save Preset and you've got a new sound. So you can do that with any, if you buy Diva Drift, you can do that with Diva Drift, or you can do it with any other pack that you've bought. So moving on, the second one we had was this pseudo chorus. So what we've got here again is 2 stacks. Go to the trimmers. First note is in its root position. The second one is up 0.2. So it gives that kind of 80s warm chorus. Now it's pseudo chorus because there's no actual delay going on, and all we're doing is just offsetting the 2 sounds or the 2 layers against each other. Now in this case, I've also got the main chorus effect turned on, and we're in the ensemble mode. Ensemble is a little bit like the ARP Selena, so those warm kind of string machines. So if we turn off the effects and we've just got the 0.2 detuning, take it down to 0. Now you're just getting the same 2 notes played back at the same time. Now you can, with the detune on any stack, go all the way up 2 octaves or +24 semitones, which gives you this. Or you can go -2 octaves. So it's for you to choose. So we'll go back to 0.2. Let's get the pseudo chorus. We add back the main chorus and the delay. Really nice. You can probably push it as far as 0.4. Starting to get a little bit more dissonant. Go to 0.6 or 0.8. It's too far. So 0.2 works really nicely. Moving on to the next sound. Again, we've got 2 stacks or 2 layers. First one is in its root position, and if you look at the screen, you can see it's up 12, so a full octave. Later on I'll show you a sound where we take it down an octave, and that makes it really supports the sound, makes it really powerful. Each of the sounds going forward, we're going to add one extra stack every time. So we go up to 3C, and the stack is now 3. And the 3 stacks we've got are 0 or root position, +3 minor third, and +7 a fifth. So we've built ourselves a minor chord, but I'm only playing one note at a time. Very much like getting an old sampler, getting say a Juno 60, playing a chord, a minor chord into it, and then you can play it back on the sampler, and you're effectively just getting a minor chord regardless of which note you play. So it kind of takes you outside a particular scale, but it's a very classic sound from the sort of late 80s, 90s house music. Okay, so we keep on going. I've added a new layer, so stack now is 4. The first 3 are exactly the same. We've got the minor chord, and I've added, it's 12.2, so we've basically gone down an octave, and it just adds some power from below. That kind of classic one finger chord sound. Going to add an extra layer, so we've gone up to stack 5, and this time +10, so we'd added the 7th. And then the last one, the full 6 stacks, and you might have seen that the cutoff jumped down. Reason for that is now you've got 6 stacks. Every note you play is giving you 6 notes back. So just to compensate for that, it's probably getting too bright. I'm just taking down the cutoff. Plus, we've got the resonance pushed up. The bring back the cutoff. It sounds really nice. All you need is a 90s drum break behind that, drum and bass, and you've got a really sort of, logical progression, intelligent drum and bass. Okay, so that's the use of stacks. You can have up to 6. You can go up 2 octaves, down 2 octaves, and all the notes in between. And then you can build fifths, fourths, octaves, and various chords, one finger chords, and this pseudo chorus. Now, if we just keep going, you can see there's this sound flight score, which is one of my favorites in Diva Drift, even either the free or the paid for. Really nice floaty sound. Now you can hear that there's a fifth in there, but it's not coming from the stack. The stack is set to 1. It's actually within the oscillator itself. So we're using this dual VCO eco, which is effectively Yuhei's version of the Korg MS-20. Layer 1 has a triangle. Layer 2 has the pulse wave. And what we've done, you can see that the octaves, this one is set at 8 foot. This one is set at 4 foot. And all that means is I've taken it up an octave. So oscillator 2 is up 1 full octave from oscillator 1. Now there's an additional layer. So that's +12. Now I've detuned it to -5. However, if you look in the screen, it says +7, and it's just basic maths. You've gone +12, taken away 5, that gives you +7, and that gives you your perfect fifth. So you get that really nice floaty sound with the warm fifth built in. You can get Flight School and all of these next sounds up to the sound 10. You can just get that in the free pack that's linked in the comments. Now, there is one advantage to using stacks, and I won't spend too much time in today's video. I'll do a separate video, but I'll just show you one trick with it. So we go back to the original Nature Documentary 3 sound. And because we've got 2 stacks, and you need at least 2 stacks for this trick, you now can start using what's called the stack index. That's available in various places, like on the filter cutoff. You can apply it to resonance, filter FM. I think you can apply it to the mix between the 2 oscillators within the oscillator. So it's quite, you can use it in quite a number of ways. Today, I'm just going to use it on the pan mod. So if in order to hear this, you'll likely need your headphones on. What will happen as I move the pan mod, the two layers, the two stacks will start to shift in different directions in the stereo spectrum. So if you've got headphones on, you'll hear it moving, the two parts of the sound kind of moving away from each other. Really nice stereo effect. And you can do that, as I say, I'll probably do another video where we apply the stack index to various parts of the synth. So that's just another trick. You can't do that when you use that sound that we had before. So anything where you're trying to build the interval within the oscillator, you can't use the stack index trick. You actually have to have two layers in your stack. Okay, so I just wanted to show you one more sound. Again, this is in the free pack, and we've got this sound called Light Touch. And again, we've got the fifth built in. So the second layer in the stack is up 7 semitones. Let's just take that stack away. Still a really nice ARP sound, but there's something when you add that fifth in, just fills out the sound, makes it. Okay, so the combination of the ARP and the stack in using the fifths, really warm, nice kind of ARP that you get there. Okay, so another sound I'd like to show you in the main pack, so the paid for Diva Drift, is called Musical Math, and it's got a fifth built in, and we're also using the glide function. So really kind of nice sound that you can use for a lead. The reason why I wanted to show you that is recently, for everybody who's bought Diva Drift, I've sent them the link to the additional sounds. And in fact, if you buy it today, these are already there. So there are 15 sounds where I've taken the interval out and made them available to players, kind of leads and pads. So you can see it says int minus, which is the interval has been removed. And that sound is available in the main pack as an interval sound. Okay, so I wanted to show you Musical Math. This is the same sound we had before, a few parameter changes, but most importantly, we've taken away that interval. Now what I did then was also bring the interval back, and we've taken that down to minus 12 semitones or minus an octave. This supports the sound from below, just makes it a really powerful. So that's available as plus several others like this, Northern Cities. So the original pack had 140 sounds. 110 of them were the core sounds. Then we had these variation presets where I took 30 of the sounds and mainly took away intervals, so that people could actually use them for various chords and melodies if they didn't like or wanted additional opportunities to play the sounds. And then we've got a few sounds where I actually took, say, a keys or a pad and I added the interval back in. So these work really nicely as well. So now Diva Drift, the 1.1 version, has the original 110 chord presets plus the 30 variation presets plus another 15 variation that takes you to 155. Download the free ones, which are an entirely different set of presets that they're based on the main set, but they are unique as well. So that gives you 165 in the Diva Drift pack. Now, if you haven't used Diva Drift or heard any of the earlier videos, I'm just going to play a few of the sounds so you get a feel for the pack. It's got a little bit of a Buds Canada vibe, lo-fi in places, even got kind of cinematic touches. It's quite a varied pack. So I'll play a few of the sounds. You can decide whether you like it. You can also download the free sounds in the comments and get a hands-on before you decide to buy. So it's $15 right now. And there are some additional bonus drops that the first group have had. Because of a health issue, I meant to close this down weeks ago, but I've just not been on top of things. So I'm going to leave this open till the end of June, and then it's going to go away, the intro offer and the bonuses. These are all just kind of versions of the further versions. Okay, so the start of the video we went through intervals and chords, one finger chords, using the stacks function. We also looked at intervals by changing the pitch of oscillators within a main oscillator, the Korg MS-20. And then we looked at the stack index, which I'll probably cover in more detail in a future video. What I'm going to do now is just go through a few more sounds from the main Diva Drift pack, which is $15 right now till the end of June. And then hopefully see you on another video. Cheers, guys.